What up, what up, what up? Hello, my fellow listeners. Very happy that you're watching Torah videos, that you're watching Torah, that you're connected with us. If you haven't already, go on emunahchannel.com, EMUNAH channel.com. Check it out. Listen to one of amazing classes of Rabbi Dov Moshe Cassuto. He's an amazing teacher. And I had the merit of listening to him a few years back, and everything I have today is from his wisdom, to be honest with you. Today we're going to talk about emotions, and one of the amazing things that we don't realize is the emotions lie to you. They deceive you. That's just the reality. I learned that through learning in the Torah that says that each person and each human being has two souls, okay? You have an animalistic soul. It's responsible for your instincts, for your emotions, some of them, and for your body, for just your body to function. You have this energy that God created. It's a soul. It's your body's soul. It's inside your body, and it's doing what, helping your body survive, doing what the body needs to do. And there's another one called the godly soul, and that's you. That's you. You're not the body. You're the godly soul, and the godly soul is from above. It's literally a piece of God from above. That's what it says in the Torah, Kabbalah. And what that means is that you're part of God, and you're also connected to all the Jewish people, because all the Jewish people are part of God, right? Inside of us, we have that. We have the Creator inside of us as well, each person. So that means that we're connected with the highest of the highest of the highest. So inside, we have that infinite potential. Why do people connect with stories like Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, you name it, all those guys, right? There's a person who discovers through the adventure inside his potential. Every time. And everyone across the whole world relates to it. Why? Because everyone has inside the godly soul, the spark that is just above and beyond anything you can experience or imagine in this world. It's not physical at all. It's something special. But you feel it. It translates through the emotions. You can feel that. You can feel that part of you. When you're doing your sole purpose in the world, when you're doing your mission, you feel like you're doing amazing, great things in the world. You can feel that feeling of inspiration that comes from that part of you. So, how do I know? Go talk to God 5 minutes a day, and you'll know it beyond a doubt. You'll know it 100%. It's about experience. You have to go out and experience God. You can't just theoretically, okay, I believe that. You have to go out and experience and talk to Hashem, talk to God. So, it's a special thing, right, that we don't know, but, some people don't know. But it's something I learned recently. All the negative emotions that you have, anger, jealousy, sadness, depression, all that comes from the animalistic soul. They come from that part of you that, actually they come from the inner critic. But the inner critic inside of you, we call it the evil inclination, but what it really means is just inside of you there's an inner critic that tries to challenge you. So equal to your godly soul, there's an opponent that's on the same level that God created to challenge you and to make you better. That opponent is just an angel that's assigned to you. And as you grow, the angel grows with you because it has to be equal. You'll never have a challenge that's greater than what you can face. You'll never have a situation where you can't succeed, you can't win. God will never send that to you. God will always send you something that's equal to where you're at. To make it fair, it's a fair fight. And it's not a fight. We're not fighting the angel. We're not arguing. We're not battling the angel. What we're doing is saying, okay, God, the difficulties that you give me are exactly what I need to grow. And understand that you send me a holy angel that makes these difficulties happen in my life. And that's okay. And it's part of that is my ego and my inner critic inside my mind that tell me thoughts that are contrary to your truth. They try to trick me. And I understand it. And our purpose is not to focus on that. It's not to focus on that negativity. The focus is to elevate the negativity to godliness just by focusing on the good. Just what are the good things I can do today? And so with that, we have a lot of negative emotions, and they come from the inner critic, from the side of the ego, the inner critic. That challenge that comes, that arises inside of us. And those are the negative emotions that come. And a lot of times they're connected with their, your traumas or some emotional trend, emotional repetitive thinking, right? That you've created, in your life. That's for whatever reason. Without judgment, what I usually do is I understand that those things aren't the truth. You know what I mean? Like if you're faced with a situation where you become angry, but you sit with it and you write it out and you talk to God and you talk to your friend, you realize you're angry about something completely different from the past. It's not even from today. It's not even related to what happened today. It just triggered you from the past. Well, you allow yourself to experience all those times. You allow yourself to feel all those things, and it just accumulate, and now you have this reaction. So most of my emotions are not real. They're not true. They're real, but they're not true. They're deceiving. They deceive me. They're not the truth. That's not what's really happening. They're really like automatic settings in my mind. So the Torah teaches us that you don't have to feel those things. You can let them go. You can work through them. You can reset those settings slowly, right? Not overnight, but slowly you can reset those settings in your mind, and then you'll be successful at responding to situations more adequately without the negative emotions. How much easier would life be if I'm not angry, if I'm not jealous, if I'm not depressed, if I'm not sad? We're not talking about like a chemical depression that's in your mind that can all be, cured chemically. We're talking about those mini situations, mini emotions in your micro emotions throughout the day that really bum us out. We choose internally to feel those. We don't realize what we choose inside to feel those emotions, to buy into those and say, yeah, that's right, you're right. That is the truth. I do feel depressed. I am depressed. I have a reason to be depressed. And you choose all those things slowly but surely. So my first step always is to acknowledge that this emotion is deceiving. This is not the truth. And I need to go and look into it and explore it. And how I do that is by talking with God first, telling Him what I'm feeling, talking to a friend, and then usually writing it out or just deciding not to feel it. You know what I mean? I don't want to feel sad today. So let's look at all the good things that happened to me today. Let's get grateful. Let's talk to people that I love talking to. Let's do things that make me feel more me. Then you connect to your soul. And that's when you connect to the godly soul. And with that connection, you disconnect from the animalistic soul and from what it wants to feel. And you realize that the ocean, the sea of challenges just can pass you by. Ups, downs, fine. But I'm connected to who I am. I'm connected to my soul. I'm connected to myself and my relationship with God. By talking to Him, by talking to Hashem 5 minutes a day. You can get there. It's hard, but it only takes a few minutes a day of effort. So it's not difficult. You know what I mean? It's simple. Just talk. Just talk to Hashem. Talk to your friend. Don't fall into the trap of, I want immediate results. Don't fall into that. Just continue going one step at a time, one day at a time. And you'll get there. And today I can say, maybe I have 45% grasp on that one skill. 45%. That's huge. From when I started looking into this a few months back. That's almost 3 decades of my life that I can reset negative emotions. Some of them, a little bit, but that's huge. That makes me 45% happier. Huh? That's pretty good. Statistically speaking, that's significant. I love you guys very much, and try it 5 minutes a day, and I'll talk to you very soon. Shabbat Tov.